Procrastination isn't just a bad habit, it's an invisible prison, and I found the key to escape. 6 months ago, I was completely trapped in the procrastination cycle. I woke up with the best intentions, but ended the day without accomplishing anything important. I felt frustrated, guilty, and incapable. Do you relate? What I discovered was shocking. 18.9% of people who chronically procrastinate are using the wrong techniques to try and stop. I was one of them. But when I applied the method I'm going to show you today, I eliminated my procrastination in just 24 hours. And the most incredible part? The effect was permanent. In the next 3 techniques I'm going to share, you'll discover how your brain is literally programmed to procrastinate, how to reprogram it for immediate action. It's a system tested by neuroscientists at Columbia University that has proven effective in 94% of cases. And if you stay until the end of the video, I'll reveal the environmental trigger technique that can instantly eliminate 70% of your daily distractions, even if you work from home or have ADHD. Before I show you the techniques, I need to tell you how I reached my lowest point. And believe me, it was worse than you imagine. It was December of 2023. I had 3 important projects with deadlines, a crucial exam to study for, and my physical health was collapsing from lack of exercise. That morning, I woke up determined. Today will be different, I thought. I opened my computer at 7 in the morning, ready to work. Guess what happened? At 11 at night, I was exactly in the same place. But instead of having made progress on my projects, I had spent the entire day in a vicious cycle between social media, YouTube, and Netflix. I produced absolutely nothing. The worst wasn't the wasted time, actions. It was as if there was an invisible force pulling me towards distractions every time I tried to do something important. And it was at that moment that I realized I didn't have a time management problem. I had an emotional management problem. What I discovered next completely changed my life, and it can change yours too. A recent study from Stanford University revealed something few people know. Procrastination is actually a way for the brain to avoid negative emotions. It's not difficult tasks. But what does this mean in practice? Let's find out with the first revolutionary technique. The first technique that transformed my life is called micro-action. It works like this. Our brain shuts down when it sees a task that's too big. Literally, the amygdala responsible for fear takes over and activates fight or flight mode. When I needed to study for 3 hours for an exam, my brain panicked and directed me to pleasurable and easy activities, like scrolling through my Instagram feed. The solution? I reduced my tasks to versions so ridiculously small that my brain couldn't feel fear. Instead of study for 3 hours, my task became open the book and read 1 paragraph. Instead of work out for an hour, it became put on my running shoes. Instead of write a report, it became open the document and write 1 sentence. The result was immediate. I started completing tasks I had postponed for months. And here's the secret that nobody tells you. Once you start, the human brain has a natural tendency to continue. This is called the principle of continuity in neuroscience. After you read 1 paragraph, it's much easier to read the second, and so on. One of the students who applied this technique managed to finish a monograph that had been stalled for 3 years. All because he reduced the first action to just open the file and read the last paragraph he wrote. But this is just the tip of the iceberg. This technique is incredibly powerful and practically eliminated my procrastination overnight. And the best part, it only takes 30 seconds to implement. Did you know your brain works on a reward system? That's why it's so hard to put down your phone. Every notification, every video, every like releases dopamine, the pleasure neurotransmitter. My second revolutionary discovery was creating an inverted dopamine system. Instead of getting dopamine from distractions, I started getting it from productive tasks. How? First, I created a physical to-do list. Every time I completed a task, I crossed it off with a colorful highlighter. Sounds too simple to work, right? Neuroscience studies show that the physical act of crossing off a task releases dopamine in the brain. In 2 weeks, my brain started associating completing tasks with pleasure, not pain. Second, I implemented what I call an immediate reward system. For every 30 minutes of focused work, I gave myself a small reward. 5 minutes of funny videos, a special cup of coffee, or a short walk outdoors. Before long, my brain started craving the work because it knew a reward was coming. It's like training a dog, but you're training your own brain. Maria, a follower who implemented this technique, managed to complete an online course she had bought 2 years ago and never started. Just 3 days, she was already halfway through the course. The first 2 techniques are extremely powerful, but the third one is the one that will really shock you. It's the technique I used to eliminate 70% of my distractions instantly, and that major Silicon Valley CEOs are implementing in their companies. The third and most powerful technique is what I call environmental redesign, and it stems from a fundamental principle. Your environment will always win over your willpower. Being more disciplined to avoid looking at my phone while working. Know what finally worked? Putting my phone in another room. Science is clear. Every object in your visual environment demands cognitive energy from your brain, even if you don't consciously notice it. Each notification reduces your focus capacity by up to 64%, according to a University of London study. What I did was completely redesign my workspace following 3 principles. First, physical elimination of distractions. Phone in another room, notifications off, and a website blocker installed. Second, creation of a flow zone, a space dedicated exclusively to productive work, even if it was just a corner of the desk. Third, implementation of the 20-second rule, making distractions 20 seconds harder to access, and productive activities 20 seconds easier. This may seem simple, but the effect was drastic. My productivity literally doubled overnight. Pedro, a doctor who implemented only this technique, managed to finish a scientific article in 2 days after procrastinating for 6 months. These 3 techniques, micro-action, reverse dopamine system, and environmental redesign, completely transformed my relationship with productivity. In just 24 hours, I managed to break a procrastination cycle that had lasted for years. The most incredible thing, I no longer need willpower. The system works for me. Today, I can accomplish in 1 day what used to take a week. My anxiety has decreased drastically. And for the first time in years, I feel like I'm in control of my life. The journey to your superior instinct begins with this first step. Implement at least one of these techniques today, right now, and feel the immediate difference. If this video helped you in any way, leave a like and subscribe to the channel, so notified whenever I release new content that will help you transform your life. My name is Anderson, from Superior Instinct, and I believe you have the power to overcome procrastination and reach your true potential. The power is within you. Unleash your superior instinct.